Where are you?
Can you hear us?
Are you here? Fuzz was just here this morning.
Without Fuzz, just what would we ever do?
Now suddenly he's gone without a warning.
We want Fuzz back because Fuzz, we all love you.
We're not quite sure just what Fuzz does that makes him so darn cute.
If Fuzz was here, he might be hiding in this hiking boot.
He might be all curled up and sleeping underneath the bed. I hope he didn't leave because of something that I said. Fuzz was just here this morning.
Without Fuzz, just what would we ever do?
Now suddenly he's gone without a warning.
We want Fuzz back because Fuzz, we all love you.
When Fuzz is tired, he always sleeps in his own tiny bed.
He has a special stocking cap just for his fuzzy head.
Fuzz has a pair of fuzzy slippers for his tiny feet. Fuzz always has a lot more food than he can ever eat. When you come back, we're going to find a lot more time to play. I'm going to ask you where you're going when you walk away. I'm going to take the time to say the things I never say.
I'm going to tell you, Fuzz, I love you each and every day.
Precisely.
Hey,
Fuzz was just here this morning.
Without Fuzz, just what would we ever do?
Now suddenly he's gone without a warning.
We want Fuzz back because Fuzz, we love you. Looking for Fuzz.
Thank you for having me on, Blue Oasis. Now, believe it or not, this is the third crystal. Shocking, isn't it? Teddy told the story about the first crystal with Take a Good Look. He told the story about the second crystal with Double Grubby. And now it's the third crystal. What do I think of this story? Well, pretty good story. It's not the best tape. It's not the worst tape. I'd put it like in the middle, but it is one of my favorite tapes. But I would have to say probably one of the only reasons I got this tape was because of the Fuzz song. I absolutely love this song. I like it has a rock tone to it. And the echo. The echo, in my opinion, is probably the best part. Well, that's kind of all I have to say. It is the third crystal, and it is what it is. Well, who's next, Blue Oasis?
Hello everyone, I'm Boogie Bob, and here is my review for the Fuzz song that's in with the third crystal. This song. Yes. Yeah, okay. I'll let them play in the background. So, well, I think of this song. It's bad. It's a good song. And it's not the echo that's bad for me. It's just, I don't know. The echo is weird, but, I like the echo. There's so many other better songs. I like the Now You See It, Now You Don't, from at the end of the tape, but, if I had to rate this, I would do, 4 out of 10. Bad song.
Hey guys, Will here, and here's my opinion on the Fuzz song. It's pretty good, actually. It really sets up like the mood and tone of the rest of the tape. And personally, I really like that and the tape, so yeah, it's pretty good.
The song, Fuzz Where Are You, from the third crystal, is definitely one of my least favorite Teddy Ruxpin songs. It's not terrible by any means, but I think it would have sounded a lot better if they hadn't added such a weird reverb to everyone's voices. It also kind of sounds like they pitched everyone's voices up a bit too, especially at the end. They really made some strange editing choices on this song, and I think it would have been great if they had just left the vocals alone. Especially because the lyrics do have a really sweet message about how much Teddy, Grubby, and Gimmick love and care for Fuzz and just want him back home. It's a shame, really. I would have liked the song a lot better if they had just left the vocals alone and let everyone harmonize.
They might look kind of mean, even spooks and goblins are afraid.
So you better watch out and try not to be seen
When the pumpkins have their autumn parade. Pumpkins on parade. Pumpkins on parade.
marching on tiny little feet.
What? Pumpkins on parade. Pumpkins on parade. I didn't know pumpkins had feet. Pumpkins on parade. Pumpkins on parade.
Hey guys, it's me, Blue Oasis, and I hope you guys are enjoying this Halloween special, but the next segment is going to be Charlie Brown and Snoopy, but we've had a few problems. It's freezing outside right now, and they're like having trouble playing tapes and stuff like that, so they're twitching a lot, but I've tried to do what I can. So yeah, this is the tape, Snoopy and the Great Pumpkin, and I hope you guys enjoy this next segment, and I hope you guys enjoy the Charlie Brown. See you guys.
Hi there. It's nice that we can be together again. How's the weather where you are today? That sound means you should turn to page 1 in your book. Now, what's your favorite season? Do you like the winter, or summer, or spring, or fall the best? I kinda like 'em all. Don't you? One of my favorite times of all is autumn. Especially when the leaves start to turn all the colors of the rainbow. There's a chill in the air, a refreshing change from summer, inviting me to come outside and play. A breeze soft and kind gently wraps around me, dancing with me all along the way. Picture a rainbow falling from the trees, floating to the ground, captured by a breeze. Yes, I love the summer and snowy winter eves, but I prefer to ponder the turning of the leaves. Golden, green, red, and yellow, and in every shape and size, I press them and collect them in a book. So when all the trees are bare and the autumn time is over, I can turn each page and take a second look. Picture a rainbow falling from the trees, floating to the ground, captured by a breeze. Yes, I love the summer. I love the summer. Snowy winter leaves, but I my favorite days in the fall is Halloween. Don't you just love to get dressed up in those wonderful costumes? It's fun to pretend you're someone else, isn't it? Well, let me tell you a story that happened last year about that time. Linus, Sally, and Charlie Brown were having a discussion in front of my doghouse.
Before we go trick-or-treating, Peppermint Patty has invited us all over to the bowling alley. She says she'll teach us all how to bowl.
Oh, boy! I can't wait!
No way, Charlie Brown. You know I have to go sit in the pumpkin patch and wait for the great pumpkin.
Now, in case you don't know, each Halloween, Linus sits in a pumpkin patch. Linus has always believed that on Halloween night, the great pumpkin rises out of the most sincere pumpkin patch, and then he delivers gifts to all the good children in the world.
You mean, Linus, you're going to try that again and miss the bowling? We all have to make sacrifices, Charlie Brown. And besides, I just know he'll come this year. Every year in October on Halloween night there appears an incredible sight. I sit and wait in the pumpkin patch under the pale moonlight. And just when he thinks I'm not looking, or when I am blinking my eyes, as fast as a flash and as quiet as night from the pumpkin patch he will rise. The great, great pumpkin, a miracle to behold. The great, great pumpkin is wonderful, so we've been told. He brings us presents. I wonder what I'm gonna get. But Linus, you wait for him every year. You haven't seen him yet. I sit every year in the pumpkin patch beside my sweet Babu. We wait and wait in the chilly air until I'm so cold I turn blue.
She pretends to believe him so she can sit with him all alone.
But I get so tired and cold and bored that I wish I'd give up and go home.
The great, great pumpkin, a miracle to behold. The great, great pumpkin is wonderful, so we've been told. He brings us presents.
I wonder what I'm gonna get.
But Linus, you wait for it every year and you haven't seen him yet.
He will appear only if you are sincere and if you believe in the wonderful things he can do.
Well, if he's such a wonderful guy, please tell us why. The only one who believes in him is you. The great, great pumpkin, a miracle to behold. He sure is something wonderful, so we've been told. You just won't give up. The way through your hair's turned white.
Someday he'll show up and then you will know I'm right.
Yes, perhaps he'll show up. Who knows?
Maybe tonight is the night. Won't anyone join me in the pumpkin patch?
Sorry, I'm going bowling.
Well, as much as I want to learn how to bowl, I guess I'll make the sacrifice. I'll join you in the pumpkin patch, my sweet Babu. Good grief.
So, while Linus and Sally went off to the pumpkin patch, all the rest of us joined Peppermint Patty at the bowling alley.
Hi, Peppermint Patty. Hiya, Chuck. Hiya, Snoop. You guys ready to learn all about bowling? Sure. What do we do?
Yeah, what do we do?
It's simple, Chuck. You see those 10 pins down there at the end of the alley? All you have to do is roll this ball down the alley and knock them all down.
Well, it looked very simple to me, but when I picked up the ball, my paw wouldn't fit in the 3 holes, which put me out of action before I even got started.
Here, Chuck, let me show you how to do it. See, Chuck? I knocked down 8 of the pins. Now I get to roll a second ball to knock those 2 down. You get 2 chances to knock down the 10 pins.
Oh, here comes Marcy. Hi, Marcy.
Hello, Snoopy. Hello, Charles. How are you doing? I'm just about to roll my first ball, Marcy. Now we know there's no way you can beat me, Chuck. You'll be lucky if you hit any pins at all. But we all know you're used to losing anyway, Chuck. So don't feel bad. Just do the best you can.
Well, Charlie Brown picked up the ball. Like I said, it was really heavy, so he kind of staggered around with it for a few seconds, trying to get his balance. After a while, he was as ready as he was going to be.
Okay, here it goes. Attaboy, Charles. You knocked down all 10 pins. I did?
Wow, he did!
I don't believe it, Chuck. You knocked down all 10 pins. It must have been a lucky shot.
Charlie Brown had a grin on his face from ear to ear.
Does that mean that I win? No, Chuck. The game isn't over yet. You get 2 chances to knock down all 10 pins. But the game isn't over until we've each had 10 times to knock them all down. And let's face it, Chuck, there's no way you can beat me anyway.
Now, to get on with my story, while the bowling continued, I thought I'd jog down and see how things were going at the pumpkin patch.
Are you sure that the great pumpkin will come, Linus? I'm giving up bowling for you. On Halloween night, the great pumpkin rises out of the pumpkin patch. He flies through the air and brings toys to all the good children of the world. Wait, I hear something. I'll bet it's the great pumpkin. No, it's only the great Snoopy. How's the bowling lesson, Snoopy? While I'm out here freezing in this pumpkin patch.
Well, Charlie Brown seems to be beating Peppermint Patty. Has the great pumpkin showed up yet?
Don't worry, he'll show up.
Well, things were pretty dull at the pumpkin patch, so I decided to get right back to the bowling match. Something remarkable was happening.
I did it! I did it again! I got another strike! I knocked down all 10 pins! I can't believe it! You're driving me crazy, Chuck! You're doing great, Charles! It looks like you can beat her!
Wow! If Charlie Brown can somehow knock down all the pins with his last ball, he can beat Peppermint Patty!
I don't believe it! I finally have a chance to win something! I have a chance to win my first game, ever, at anything, anywhere, anytime!
As Charlie Brown went for a glass of water to prepare for the shot of his life, I raced over to the pumpkin patch to see how Sally and Linus were doing. Things weren't going well.
I'm freezing, Linus. If you won't take me home, then I'll ask Snoopy here to do it. No! We have to show the great pumpkin how sincere we are. He'll be here any second. I just know it. Please stay just a little while longer. Oh, all right. But he better show up fast. Come keep me warm, Snoopy.
Well, as I snuggled into the pumpkin patch with Sally, history was about to be made back at the bowling alley. Okay, I'm ready. I'm going to win. I'm going to knock down all those pins with one shot. I can feel it in my bones. I know I can do it. Come on, Charles. I know you can do it. I can't stand it. I just can't stand it. They told me later that Charlie Brown was very nervous. Okay, steady. Concentrate. Just roll the ball down the alley like all the other times.
It's a piece of cake. No problem. Here I go. Watch out, Charles. Your eyes are starting to water. Watch out, Chuck. You're starting to turn the wrong way. Watch out, Chuck.
Well, you wouldn't believe what happened next.
There it goes. The winning ball. I can just feel it. You turned the wrong way, Chuck. You just threw the ball out the front door. I did what?
Now that bowling ball went out the door and started rolling down the street, faster and faster, and it was headed right for the pumpkin patch at the end of the street. Linus heard the noise and got very excited.
Listen, Sally. I hear something. So do I. What is it?
Well, I see it, and I think it's
It's him. I know it. Oh, Great Pumpkin, you finally come. It's the Great Pumpkin. Look out, Linus. Oh, Great Pumpkin. Thank you for coming.
Well, look at that. Linus fainted, and it's just a bowling ball.
That was no Great Pumpkin. That was a bowling ball. I've never been so insulted in my entire life. Are you guys okay? Where's the Great Pumpkin?
I don't have the heart to tell him.
That was my bowling ball, and that means I lost again. Good grief.
You mean the Great Pumpkin didn't come? But how can that possibly be when we're so sincere?
So Charlie Brown, Linus, and Sally started to walk home. They were all kind of sad because of what had happened to each of them. But then we were joined by Peppermint Patty.
Hiya, Chuck. Sorry I beat you again.
Oh, that's all right. You won, fair and square.
Listen, you all look down in the dumps. Come on, lighten up. The Great Pumpkin didn't show up either. Come on, these little setbacks shouldn't bother anybody. You've got your health, you've got your friends. You gotta lighten up, lighten up. Things will be much better if you lighten up. Don't waste your time wondering what went wrong. Just lighten up, lighten up. You gotta lighten up, lighten up. Forget about what happened and just lighten up. It does no good to frown about what's going down. Just lighten up, lighten up.
We all make mistakes, you know. If we didn't, none of us would grow.
So look to the days ahead, get rid of the doubt and dread, and just try to do better instead.
Gotta lighten up, lighten up. You'll only make it worse if you tighten up. One day we'll think about it and we'll all laugh. So lighten up, lighten up. You can do it now. Lighten up, lighten up. Come on now, lighten up, lighten up.
So everyone started feeling a little better about what had happened.
I'm sorry the Great Pumpkin didn't come, Linus.
Oh, that's all right. I'm sure he'll come next year. I'm sorry about you losing the bowling match.
Oh, well, I'm kind of used to losing. And besides, at least I learned a new game.
So although things don't always turn out the way we sometimes wish they would, we just need to keep on trying, I guess. Just keep on trying to do our best. See you soon!
Let's go to far-off places and search for treasures bright. Come train with me tonight. giant airships and sail into the sky. Let's watch the ground so far below. Let's watch the birds as they fly by. The butterflies in springtime will lead us on our way. Exploding dandelions will brighten summer's day. And if our dreams are good ones, and if our dream is right, then imagination can be real if we will dream tonight. Come dream with me tonight. Let's go to far off places and search for